Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on the temperatures after I replaced the stock thermal compound with ICDiamond 24 thermal compound. I'm going to be doing a slideshow or a screenshots type of video today. As you can see, these are the temperatures I had prior to installing the ICDiamond. Basically, as I was playing, let's just say playing a game or rendering something really hardcore, you could see that the temperatures got really high. Now you have to take in mind too, the ambient temperature at the time when the cards got really hot was right around 32 degrees Celsius in the room, as I don't have AC, so it's really hot in here. Again, I get upwards of, I've seen 38 degrees Celsius, so it's all well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in my room. I don't have AC, so I just can't wait till winter comes along. But I don't do any overclocking in the summertime, especially right now when it's really hot. But I digress. Okay, so the temperatures here on the first GTX670, you could see for the idle was 52 degrees Celsius. At the minimum was 38 degrees Celsius. On the second card was 37 degrees Celsius. When I took the screenshot, you see the value. That's what the temperatures were at the time, 52 and 54. Now the top card got up to 101 degrees Celsius, which it's gonna cook my card basically. Hopefully I did not degrade the life of the card. It seems to be running just fine. I think they could take this heat, maybe not 24/7 at 101, but I think for that little bit of time, I don't know how long it was running at that, probably about, I say about 15 minutes or tops, but I think it could hold it. Now the bottom card got up to 90 degrees Celsius. It's really hot as well. The cards do start to throttle at around 80 degrees Celsius, so the cards were throttling, but yet it still got hotter and hotter, and you could see the fans were up at 80%, which is maximum. That's the max you could get these fans to go to. It's 80 degrees unless you do some type of BIOS tweaking, so you could get up to 100%. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe so you don't fry your stock fans. I don't know. Again, these are blower style fans, so they're really shitty. But there you go. Here's the first screenshot before I replace the thermal compound. And now we're going to go ahead and go to the next screenshot. Alrighty, here we are. This screenshot, I ran Metro Last Light, the Redux, I think it's Redo, 3 times. Everything maxed out on 1080p, and the cards got up to 67 degrees Celsius on the top card and 66 degrees Celsius on the bottom. So you could see that's really good. Again, ran the benchmark 3 times. If any of you guys are know about the benchmark and how to run them and stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. They're in the files. You can't run it in game. With all Metro, like Metro 2033, the Redo for that one, and the Redo for Last Light. Again, you could run the different benchmarks. So there you go, guys. I dropped a significant amount, but this time I was running these tests. I was running with ambient temperature at 28 degrees Celsius. So the ambient dropped quite a few degrees. It's in the morning right now, so it dropped a few degrees, so it's a little cooler. But as the day goes on, the ambient temp of course rises. But there you go. There's this one, and I'm gonna go on to the next. Alrighty, here are the GPU temperatures after I run one benchmark of heaven. I ran it on the extreme preset and run it one time. And again, you can see here the temperatures 67 for the top and 66 for the bottom. So again, ambient temp still hasn't changed, 28 degrees Celsius. So again, that's really good. The fans do ramp up, as you can see. it goes up to 75% and 74%, basically almost maxed out on the fan. So yeah, the graphics cards are still loud, but I mean, for me, that's no big deal. And how loud they are, they're really not that loud. At around 60%, you can't hear it, especially with the case door on it, the side panel on it, side panel. It's kind of like a door on a 760T, but with that on there, and it's a full plexi, I can't hear it. I can't hear my computer running. I really can't. Especially I have a ceiling fan going, and a little side fan blowing on me because it's so hot again. I can't hear the computer. But yeah, right around 75, right at the max or so, yeah, I could hear it. But it's not bothering me, you know. Especially I have headphones on, or I have my 2.1 speakers, bumping. I can't hear anything. So I understand if it was in a quiet environment, yeah, you don't want something like that running. But then again, you're gonna build a different type of computer. But alright, I digress again, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alrighty, these are the temperatures after I ran Valley. What is it called? Valley. Yeah. Heaven Valley? Valley benchmark. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Unigen Valley. There it is. Okay. Yeah. After I ran that one, it's really pretty. I love this one. 66 degrees and 64 respectively. Fans ramped up to 74 and 73% respectively. Same thing. Ambient temperature 20 degrees Celsius. So again, it's keeping under 70 degrees Celsius. It's really awesome compared to it jumping up to 101 over 90, 100. You know, as long as I keep it below 80 degrees Celsius, which is the threshold for this one, for these particular cards before they start to throttle, I'm good to go. So, there we go. Let's move on to the next. Alrighty, here are the temperatures after I ran one run of Firestrike Extreme. Again, the top card was 63 degrees Celsius and the bottom was 63 degrees Celsius. The fans ramped up to both of them at 72%. This was actually the first benchmark I ran in these tests. I believe the ambient temperature was still 28 degrees Celsius, but I guess it just ran cooler on this one. It was the first run. I just turned on the computer, ran it first time. Maybe that had something to do with it. Right now that everything's warmed up, the room is warmer. The area around the computer was warmer after running several benchmarks before this one. Maybe that has come to play with. But this is this is real world stuff, guys. So yes, 63 and 63 degrees Celsius is really good, I think. And I think these temperatures are going to be like real world temperatures, like when I'm gaming and stuff like that. So that's awesome. Alrighty, guys, that's it. That's all I got. I just ran those benchmarks. I didn't think I'd have to run anything else. I didn't want to run anything that's gonna like really fry the graphics cards, like what is that? Those burn-in tests and stuff like that. No, I didn't feel really the need to do that. I know the temps would probably like really shoot up. It's just designed to fucking fry your graphics cards. So I just decided not to. I didn't include any gameplay. I know these are generic benchmarks, but I think they simulate obviously gameplay. On how hot the graphics cards are gonna get, how well they're gonna perform. I say my verdict with ICDiamond 24c is really good. Obviously, you could see, guys, that it did drop the temperature significantly, and it's keeping it under the 80 degrees threshold when it starts to throttle on these cards. Yes, the fans do ramp up basically to 100%, but to me that's fine. It always did that, even when these graphics cards were brand spanking new when I first bought them over 2 years ago when they launched. They always, the fans would always ramp up to around 70% or above when benchmarking or gaming or anything like that. They weren't overheating at the time, but I know the fans did ramp up and they were noisy. I don't remember what the temperatures were back then. It was such a long time. And I don't know if I recorded any temperatures. Maybe I did, but again, it was a long time ago. I have lots of things I have to go through. I digressed again, guys. Sorry. But this was I just wanted to show you guys, after I placed the thermal compound with ICDiamond, I want to show you guys the temperatures. Maybe this wasn't really too much in-depth video. It was, short and sweet, I guess. I'll try to get myself more in depth and making better videos for you guys, so you guys could stay interested and watch the videos and get educated. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please go ahead and write them down. I'll put some things on the description below about what I used, ICDiamond, things like that, where to purchase it. I say my verdict, I don't know. I don't have like a scoring, thing, like, 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. I don't have anything like that right now. I'd say, yeah, it's good. I mean, I haven't removed it to see if it, messed up the die or scratched it up, but usually when you replace the thermal compound, it's just to replace it, and that's that. You're not going to replace it every day or every month or every year. Unless you're constantly, going through water blocks or aftermarket heat sinks on the graphics cards constantly, then yeah, I understand. But, if you're just a normal Joe Schmo, the cards are, overheating, you replace it. Obviously, you can see it lowered the temperatures, you're done. Let it be. It's not like it's going to, scratch it and all the way through and destroy the die. It's not going to. So I don't know. That's just my verdict on it. I do recommend it. There are other thermal compounds out there that people like and, swear by, things like that. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Please hit the like button if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.